Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our webinar. Today we're going to talk about how to grow your business with an integrated marketing system. My name is Kamar. I'm the head of strategy here at Goldmine Digital. I'm also a gym buff and wannabe yogi and an overall good guy and small business champion. Matt, take us away.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm Matt Casaneris. I also like the gym, not so much yoga, but definitely into the gym here. And I head up design and automation for Goldmine Digital. My passion is really helping small businesses grow their business with an integrated marketing approach, which we'll cover a little bit more here on this webinar.
All right, so a little bit about our company. We're Goldmine Digital. We're a marketing agency based out of Vancouver, Canada. We primarily serve small businesses looking to establish a local and regional presence. We've been in business for over 3 years now and have enjoyed exponential growth year over year. Our primary focus is on small businesses needing to unify their sales and marketing, and we do that through our integrated marketing solutions. All right. So our mission, vision, and passion. Our mission is to help small businesses like yours solve real marketing problems through inspiration, education, and collaboration. Our vision is to positively impact 10,000 small businesses over the next 5 years, right? So if you're on this webinar, if you're watching this right now, go ahead and share it with your network if you find it valuable. Our passion is to help small business owners achieve big goals. All right. So who is this webinar for? Matt, take us away.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to cover a few points here about who this is for. One, this is for you if you're struggling with trying to figure out how to get more traffic to your website. This is one of the main goals we see that a lot of small businesses want to achieve, and our integrated marketing system helps you do that. So this is for you if you're looking to grab and gain more attention and traffic to your website. This is also for you if you want your website to generate more leads. And then one way to do that is by speaking to your prospects' deepest desires. So we'll get into how that really impacts your overall business. But right now you might be thinking, oh, I have a website up and it's not really generating me leads, and you're not really sure why. There's a few reasons for that. And then lastly, this is for you if you're looking to make more sales in the shortest amount of time, around the clock, as in a 24/7 sales machine. So this is really just integrating your business with your online and offline approach. And then we're going to talk about these main points here. The problem with small businesses, what exactly is integrated marketing, 3 building blocks of an integrated marketing system, and the system at its core.
All right. So before we get into all that, I just wanted to quote one of our mentors that we really look towards in terms of business growth and leverage and things of that nature. So Jay Abraham stated that marketing is one of our first and best upside leverages in business. And if you don't recognize it and harness the extraordinary impact and value that marketing holds for you, it's shameful, right? And that's coming from a man that has worked in over 5,000 industries and have helped, a lot of companies achieve big results, right, to the tune of 9 billion plus. So just wanted this quote to really resonate with you guys before we even get started. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so let's look at the small business problem, right? So we know that obviously competition is fierce, right? Internet has turned marketing into an arms race for attention. So whether that's the latest cat videos or fake news or whatever, what have you, right? There's always there's always a race for people's attention. And so the aim here is to figure out how can you stand out and really stand apart from all the noise that's out there on the internet in and of itself, right? We know based on our research that there's approximately 543,000 new businesses that get started each month across various industries. What that means is that whatever industry you're in, right? And whatever state your business is in right now, there's going to always be competition. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a small business owner, right, and obviously you're in business and things like that, there will always be competition that's trying to outduel you for the attention that we alluded to earlier, right? And in turn, people's pockets, essentially. All right. So 93% of small businesses make less than $250,000 per year, and over 51% make less than $25,000 per year, right? These stats are really daunting, to say the least. And so hopefully, based on what we're going to be covering, we would be able to help you guys make an informed decision on the importance of marketing, and that's on one side. And then on the other side of the coin is the importance of having a unified system moving forward to really propel your business. All right, so the last stat here is 28 million small businesses of the 28 million small businesses, over 67% break even or lose money, right? That kind of goes back to the previous stat there. All daunting, right? A lot of small businesses aren't making money, right? Or enough money to actually grow, right? To hire more people, to free up time for the business owners. So that's why you see a lot of business owners really they start their businesses, but they're working 80, 100, 120 hours, so on and so forth in their business because there's no leverage. They have no leverage, basically. If they don't show up to work, the doors the doors will stay closed, essentially. And so marketing is one of those things that is a lever that you could use to actually grow your business. So let's get into that. All right. So scale or fail, right? So here we're going to cover the top 5 reasons why business fail, right? And really, let's pay attention to number 1. So the number 1 reason why business fail is no one knows you. And what that means, it really kind of ties back to that being a marketing problem, right? If no one knows you, then everything else here kind of just support what number 1 says, right? So the number 2 reason, you're too small, right? That could be attributed to no one knowing you or not enough people knowing you or about your business. You don't grow fast enough. Again, going back to number 1, which is the foundational issue of not enough people or no one knowing you. You don't spend enough money or invest enough in your business because, again, if no one knows you and you're not making enough profits, moving enough units, then you can't leverage that that cash to invest in marketing and sales and better salespeople, better business systems, and so on and so forth, right? And then again, you don't make enough. Kind of going back to the foundation here, which is no one knows you. So as you could see, it all goes back to marketing, right? If you have a great marketing system really working for your business, then your ability to grow, it's in an exponential, right? There's no cap on your growth as a business, right? All right. So with that in mind, we have a few questions for you guys, right? So the first question we wanted to ask, or the first set of questions we wanted to ask is, how's your marketing coming along right now? So you're watching this webinar, you're checking this out, right? Obviously, you must have a need for something, a deep desire to make your marketing better. How is your marketing coming along? Take a deep introspective look of what you've done so far in your business and how far you've come. And is it where you really want to be right now? And what can you do? How can you leverage marketing to truly crush it, right? Are you the go-to leader in your respective area you're conducting business in right now? So let's just say if you are, again, I love to reference yoga studios, but let's just say you have a yoga studio, right? If someone in your area was to be thinking, hey, you know what? I want to actually go check out, start yoga or whatever the case may be. Let me check out some studios and see which one I would give me the best value for my money, the best bang for my buck. Let me go ask around, right? Are you the go-to leader in your space? Are people giving you referrals? Are your current clients giving you referrals? Your current customers, clients, or what have you, giving you referrals, right? And what are you going to do right now? So if you, let's just say you answered no to one or two of these questions that I asked earlier, then what are you going to do to make a change, right? That's the biggest thing, right? So you've come this far, right? You've taken that introspective look, and now it's time to take the next step, because chances are if you're watching this, then you know there are more opportunities to actually really, really grow your business, right? All right. So Matt is going to talk about the system in and of itself. Matt, take us away.
Yeah, definitely. First off, keep in mind those questions that Kamar just mentioned, and really see how your marketing is working along, and see if it's really an integrated approach. So before I get into the system, I'll talk about what exactly is integrated marketing. So integrated marketing is a unified, immersive, cost-effective strategy that makes the most of your marketing budget. In one sentence here, it really relies on your brand identity and storytelling to create that one strong singular message. So with that in mind, a lot of the time you'll get a website, or you'll decide to do some advertising, or you might, decide to go do some social media campaigns, but they might be coming from all different approaches, or different channels, and they're really not working together with one message. So what integrated marketing does is really figure out your why, and then that ties it back to having a strong singular message. And then again here, multiple marketing channels are used to communicate your message in the most cohesive, consistent, continuous, and complementary way. So that means you're going to be always in the right place at the right time, no matter where your audience is online, instead of having that disconnected approach from your online to offline presence. So we're going to talk about a few facts and figures here. So a consumer-driven fact here is that 72% of consumers want that integrated marketing approach. They enjoy seeing the same message being portrayed across all your platforms and all your mediums. It also has an impact on your long-term success. So that being said, 86% of marketing professionals agree that successfully integrating multiple channels under a single integrated marketing strategy is crucial to their long-term success. And then lastly, it allows you to generate more revenue. 60% of mature multi-channel marketers reported increases of more than 10% in revenue, that being attributed to exactly an integrated marketing program. So with that in mind, these are some facts and figures that just really help talk about integrated marketing even more so. So Kamar is going to talk about the building blocks of an integrated marketing system.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. So the 3 building blocks of an integrated marketing system, right? So at its core, we're looking at a website. In this case, we leverage the WordPress platform to build you a complete website. So what we mean by a complete website, it's an integrated website system, which basically is the foundation of your online presence, right? So picture your website like a physical storefront. Let's just say you owned a brick and mortar store, right? What we've been seeing a lot, and why we came up and pivoted our business to focus on an actual holistic system instead of just a one-off website. The biggest problem we've seen is you build a website and you think, hey, you know what? Having this website is just going to explode my business. A lot of people are going to come and sign up and call, and I'm going to make a lot of sales. And that's quite not the truth. It's not the truth, right? So based on what we've seen, and we've talked to and surveyed a lot of business owners, even people that we haven't worked with, and their biggest issue is with their website is that it's not getting enough traffic, leads, and ultimately sales. So what we do here is we build you an integrated website system based on the WordPress content management platform, right? And so that comes with all the bells and whistles based on your business. Obviously, we have some foundational you know bells and whistles that we add, such as form tracking, lead tracking, call tracking, and so on and so forth. On page SEO and a bunch of things that we're going to get into later on. But at its core, we basically build you a high converting website to basically complement your business goals and its needs. All right. So from there, after we build you out this awesome WordPress website with all the bells and whistles that's going to get the system going, then we start to drive a lot of traffic, qualified traffic, right? Which leads to you converting at a higher rate and ultimately making more sales. So things like, as I talked about earlier, form tracking, things like call tracking is implemented as well. So we could then really tie our marketing efforts to your marketing efforts to ROI, right? So that's what call tracking, lead tracking allows us to do on the back end. And then you'll see that, hey, you know what? Actually, this new website and this type of traffic that's coming from, whatever sources we decide based on your business needs and so on and so forth, right? It's actually working out well. All right. So all of this, right? A great WordPress website that's built with some foundational functionalities, right? Plus qualified traffic, high conversions, and a lot of sales. That ultimately leads to the pinnacle of any business, right? Which is basically market preeminence, market dominance, and a lot of brand recognition, right? So basically, you want to get to the point where people are saying things like Google it, right? So Google it is now a verb, or hey, let's throw some Band-Aid on it. Those are all brands, obviously, but they have been so ingrained in our psyche, right? So it became a verb. It became part of pop culture in a way. So again, if you're making a lot of sales and things like that, that's going to lead to a lot of what at the back end, a lot of client success, client referrals, right? And then you'll have a synergistic marketing system that's working for you, right? So on the core level, your website speaks to your prospects' deepest desires, as we talked about. You're getting qualified traffic. Because the traffic is qualified, they're actually converting on your offers, right? Which is then ultimately leading to more sales. They're happy. So they have no problem recommending their friends, their family, other business owners to your business to patronize your product and or services, right? Which then leads to a lot of off people talking to you, talking about your business, both on and offline, which also that's actually a really good signal for Google from an SEO perspective, right? So that's these are the three building blocks of an integrated marketing system. All right. So that being said, as Matt, kind of laid out a couple of stats in the previous slides, obviously leveraging integrated marketing, right, is one of the biggest upsides you could do. Upsides you could do for your business, you could leverage for your business. Essentially, you want to make sure that, everything that you're doing is unified, have a unified message, strong brand and immersive experience for your prospects and your customers alike, right? And obviously this approach will be a cohesive, more responsive approach as well, which then obviously ultimately saves you time, money, and resources, right? So then that way you could focus on other areas of your business as well. So it's a win-win for everybody, win-win for you, your prospects, and things like that. And then at the end of the day, if everybody's happy and goods are being exchanged for money, then that leads to a lot of 5-star referrals and reviews and so on and so forth. All right, so Matt is going to talk about the system at its core.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about the system at its core that we put together here. So it has 4 stages. One being defining who exactly your buyers are. And this is an important step that a lot of people miss, especially when they're trying to go online and they feel like a website's the solution. But not only that, is assigning the correct goals and budgets. And then the third and one of the most important parts here is creating a multi-channel system that stems off of your integrated marketing system there. So that leads to tracking, which is continuously testing and measuring the system and making sure the channels are appropriate for your small business. And then that also helps with the assignment of goals and budgeting. So all of this kind of works together as a real strong synergy. So I'm going to talk about defining, and first off, exactly who your buyers are. So we set up each of our systems with a dedicated account manager, and we really go through a few of these key things, such as product and service positioning, to really understand what you're trying to achieve, and making sure we understand who goes on your website and what they really ultimately see. So this is how we position your product or your service. We also do a SWOT analysis, so a strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat analysis, just to see what your strengths are, what we can promote, and how we can create that multi-channel approach from there. And then a buyer's persona development is a really important factor to achieving success online as well as offline. This ultimately allows you to delve deep into your target audience and create personas and really create a targeted marketing campaign through that approach. From the define stage, we move on to the assign stage. And here it's really thinking about your goals and your budget. It's developing your integrated marketing strategy. With that as well, we're just determining your marketing spend. And this is where we already have the system thought out, but we're thinking about how we can choose the channels and distribute your marketing spend for the most bang for your buck. A lot of the time, some marketing channels won't really make sense for your small business, and that's where we help you with our dedicated account manager to really figure out, who exactly you're going to be targeting and where they're going to be online. So your marketing spend may vary depending on what type of business you are. And then, of course, assigning roles and responsibilities is an important factor of a successful marketing and campaign for a small business. So this is where we come together and really talk about what our responsibilities are for the campaign, but also how we want you to play a part in it as well, because it's your business and we want you to help as many people as you can with your products or your service. So now Kamar is going to talk about the next part, which is integrating your website with a variety of traffic sources.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Matt. So the third stage is to integrate, right? So again, going back to our previous slide, we showed you that at its core, the foundational aspect of the system is an integrated website built on the WordPress platform. So, and then the second stage of that, success kind of pyramid, if you will, was the traffic, leads, and sales aspect of it, right? So how do we get traffic, leads, and sales? We basically, here are a few, a combination of traffic sources that would be able to use based on your business and its needs, right? So for example, if you're a B2C, really B2B as well, we'd be looking at things like social media. B2B should be content heavy, maybe a lot of content marketing, blogs, and so on and so forth. Anything more technical in nature, we'd want to write a lot of blogs and so on and so forth, right? But again, this is really determined on your business and its needs. So here are a few. So we have email marketing, we'd be able to leverage, right? And that goes for both B2B and B2C companies, focused companies. And content marketing, that works for both, as well. Social media, retargeting to close the loop on the 97% of the people that usually comes to your website and not convert on anything, not taking a desired action, right? Pay-per-click marketing to get you up and going right away, right? To really test your product and services, test your messaging as well, and as well as to be able to get that initial traffic to really see how your product is being received in the marketplace. Search engine optimization speaks for itself, right? We'd be working with you to decide, hey, whether search engine optimization is a channel that we'd be able to leverage for your business. And then obviously sales and marketing automation, which comes standard, right? So these are the main traffic sources. We have some other traffic sources as well, lesser known, but these are the main ones that we'd be looking to leverage for your business. All right. So the last part of the system is the tracking portion, right? As my mentor told me, if there are no numbers, you have no business. So essentially, we obsess about numbers here at Goldmine Digital, right? It's, we very obsessive about numbers and tracking and making sure that everything that we're doing actually makes sense from just a manpower standpoint, and then just a revenue spending standpoint, right? A marketing spend standpoint. So this is what we'd be doing, right? We'd work with you to define your success metrics, right? Your key performance indicators, and then attach outcomes to measure that against outcomes, right? So then we pick your measurement cadence, right? So on a channel level, right? And then on a campaign level. So we'd break down what, based on the channels you choose, or we decide together that would be best for your business initially in the campaign. We then measure those campaigns, those channels, to make sure that they're successful. So we come up with KPIs and metrics for those channels, right? Measure those channels against the initial metrics that we decided that we're going to look at. And then at a campaign level, see how that's all those metrics and all those numbers ultimately are leading to your main goal, which is usually to make more money, plus maybe brand recognition and so on and so forth, right? Because we're obsessed with numbers, we'll continuously test and measure against these metrics to ensure your campaign is moving in the right direction. Then from there, we basically, and that's the great thing with integrated marketing, right? It's not wasteful in any way, shape, or form, because what happens is, if we were to choose, let's just say 5 traffic sources, and we figure that, hey, you know what, this channel is not working out as well, we're going to do some things to tweak it. And if after the tweak it's still not working and it's just really not resonating and really not contributing to the overarching goals of the campaign, then we're just going to go ahead and eliminate that for right now, right? So basically that allows us then to double down on the channels that are actually working well and really lock down and really 10x those channels, right? Which that's what you want. You want to make sure that, hey, you know what, if you're going to be spending money, it's not in a wasteful way, right? And that actually the money that you're spending is actually going as far as it can to drive success for your business. Matt, do you want to add anything to this?
No, I think overall that's exactly what it is. I think we're talking a little bit about what you'll get after the system as well. So we're going to be moving forward and going to clarify exactly what you get with the system here as well. So this is exactly what you'd get if you were to start off with us, right now, as soon as this webinar is over and you wanted to, really jump on board with the system. So we start off with developing your key target audience demographic and really narrowing that down into your buyer's persona. We develop your core offering for your website, because essentially you need that one main traffic source to be generating as many leads as possible to that one core offering. And then from there, we create a proven high converting website layout. And we include on-page SEO because it's just an essential factor that a lot of web developers just don't focus on, right? Especially when you're just getting a designer out there, a developer. So this is something you get with the system. You also get a unified marketing strategy that helps you sell more. And then from that, you get email setup and social media integration. And just to expand upon that, the email setup is essentially like an automation system that whenever someone enters a form on your website, it really just drives more conversions by creating more touch points for your small business. And then targeted landing pages and opt-ins with your core offerings. So what that is a landing page to drive more sales for your company and your business's core offering. Landing pages are essential for an effective online presence. It allows us to create a better integrated marketing campaign and system because all these channels can be associated back and driven back to that core landing page. So whether you choose to do retargeting or those kind of opportunities that exist online, these landing pages will be already in place for those efforts. Also, we'd be doing monthly online sales funnel analysis, and we'd record your visits and see how your traffic is converting into leads and sales. And then, of course, from there, a great part of integrated marketing is just finding out the best opportunities and identifying which pages are your most successful ones and just eliminating all the waste and just making the experience from online to offline the most valuable for your visitors. Anything else, Kumar?
This is pretty comprehensive. Obviously for the sake of time, I think this really covered most of everything. One of the things that I love here is that the fact that when we're building websites, because we're more strategy driven, we're not just building a website just for having a website up, right? As you alluded to, we're gonna do the foundational stuff, on page SEO. We're gonna make sure that it has all your forms are all set up properly to track form fills and so on and so forth. Your inbound leads, basically, we're gonna then have those inbound leads in specific funnels based on where they sign up and so on and so forth. And your buyer's persona, taking down that path that really speaks directly to them, even in an email marketing campaign. So no, it's beautiful, Matt. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, ultimately the system here is what we created over the years to really help small businesses succeed in a better manner, in a more cohesive strategy. Saying that, we really see a lot of companies struggle with just website here, campaign there. So this system is really made to tie that all together. So if you're interested in reaching out, yeah, we'd love to help. Love to help you figure out what you need for your business, and give you some actionable advice, and even move forward with a system from us. So yeah, click the link below, and we'll get the help that you need.
All right. So today we covered quite a bit. You talked about the integrated marketing system. We talked about the integrated website and what that all entails, right? If you're having problems, with your marketing, you have a website right now that's really just not converting, right? And it's more of a liability than actually helping your business grow. Then it's time to start looking at some solutions, right? And so the solution here that we're offering is an integrated marketing system to really help you maximize your path to more profit, leads, and sales, right? Ultimately, that's really why you are in business. You're in business because you want to help as many people as possible, right? And so if you're not, making, a million plus 5 million and so on and so forth, then it's probably time to start talking and looking, taking a stock at what you already have, right? And where you want your business to go, and work with an agency like ours, obviously, to really help your business, to really leverage the marketing aspect of your business to really 10x your growth, so that you can hire more people, better people, top grade, right? Better salespeople, better receptionists, and so on and so forth. You could then free up time for yourself to do other things and focus on other areas in your life, in your business, right? And so on and so forth. Obviously, you're not in business just to work in your business all day, right? You want to be able to have a 360 a machine working for you 365, 24/7, right? It doesn't call in sick. It doesn't need insurance or anything like that, right? All these things should be working in conjunction with the great people you'll be able to hire while making more money for your business and getting the brand recognition that you deserve. All right, so really the ball is really in your court right now. We've talked about quite a bit, and just for the sake of time, I have to wrap it up here. But hey, let's have that conversation. Let's have this conversation about your marketing, about your website, and let's see how we could help you. And guess what? This is our promise, because we talked about our mission, vision, and passion earlier, and we really live by that, right? So if you contacted us and we can't help you, we'll get you in touch with someone or an agency that can help you, right? Because truly, we're really here to help everyone as much as possible, no matter where you are in your business growth. Thank you guys for your time. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to speaking with you guys soon. Bye bye.